Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. It's Darcy's Mixed Media, and I have been working in my studio this week trying to organize and clean. And then I had some things that I didn't want to put away, so I made a bunch of things. That doesn't have its final resting spot yet, but little clusters, lots of clusters. This isn't even all the clusters. These are just the ones I made a couple days ago. Some of them have top bits, some of them don't. Just like, oh, that one's backwards. Yeah, that's got a little feather on it. There's that one. Oops, and that little boy. Let's see. So these I made the other day. Look at the little mouse. And, you know, some of them went quickly. Some of them took me a while because you know how I am. And I had some bases already made and just lots of little scrap pieces and whatnot. And just kind of trying to use up what's on my desk. So that's what I got made the other day. And then when I was watching Gail this morning, sorting through her stuff, she pulled out one of these. And I thought, well, that might be a good way to use up some of these scraps and whatnot. And not have to worry about... you know, it's not its necessarily final destination or anything. This is just, I got a bunch of rolls at the thrift store one day because I saw other people using them and I thought, yeah, let me get some of those. Oh my goodness. So now I hardly ever use them. All right, why is this one not coming off? Oh my goodness, what in the world? I'm trying to... It shouldn't be sticky all the way through. That's the thing. If I could just get through a layer of it, I should be good to go. There we go. Now I'll probably just have little pieces for a while. There we go. That should be the end of where I ripped it, where I cut it. And I can use those still, but I just kind of want to, let's see if I can stick that there. Close the dangerous scissors. And just start gluing stuff. And since I'm doing it on here, it won't necessarily matter because I've got cardstock and I've got other pieces, but it shouldn't matter too much what I put on here. I will probably use, where'd it go? Art glitter glue for the cardstock pieces just to make sure that they stick on there though. And I'm just going to go for it. I probably just went too far with that, didn't I? I'll do this. Go that way and then, except for, I want to go that way. I'll end up with glue everywhere, but that's okay. I've got myself a little razor thingamabob. Now that I can clean off the glass easily. Alright, and I might just go ahead and do this in a few places. Going up here. And, you know, I can hang it off the side a little bit even. And whatnot. Just trying to use up, well actually this bit could be a tag base. Probably could have cut that up in half and it could have been a tag base to begin with, but you know, I'm just doing stuff. Alright, we've got this little pirate man. I don't know if I was saving that for something, or I could just use the map on the back, which would just be a nice little background. I don't know. Which side would you use? Just from an I Spy book. I probably have the same picture somewhere else. This one's a little more neutral though, so I'll use that for now. Yep, you know what? I don't care. I don't care if it's next to the orange. It's all fine. I might go this way. Just have my ragged edges come off the sides. Oh, I've got all these little bits that are, I don't know where they came. I mean, they're from my printed you know, one of my printables, but I have like all these little bits and I'm like, where'd those come from? I don't know. I must have used them at some point, and so now they're here. I'm not even going to worry about, oh my goodness, this is mushy glue. So how's everybody doing? What have you guys been up to this week? Like I said, I've been working in my craft room, which kind of puts me in a non-communicative spot for recording, because it's not so easy to record when I'm doing stuff like that. So there's, you know, there's that to think about. But I've been here. I actually tried making a video of me making those the other day, but that didn't, it was just way too long. You know what I could use? Some glue pages, I think. Where'd that book go? I had it the other day. Of course I did. Why would I be able to find it twice in a row? That's alright. I'll use some of these pages. And I'll just set that there, then I won't be able to find that book when I need it again. Oh my goodness. So I don't know what this is going to look like. It might not even be pretty. I might have to do a little gesso on it to fix it up. You never know. But I just kind of wanted to use up some scraps, and I didn't want to stress about the scraps. So I thought this might be a good way to do it. Just go ahead and glue them randomly onto stuff. Now something, oh, even some doily would be good, huh? Oops. Actually, that's not a bad idea. And then I said doily, right? Just stick a little bit of doily on there. Alright, and we're moving on our way. Moving on up. Let's see. Have this printable, which I think is from one of Jessica Rapp's printables. She has this one set that she sells that is reasonable, you know, it's like $20 or something like that, I think, but it's got like 700 pieces of ephemera in it. It's nice to have and use. So I've decided I need to not think too much about what I'm putting down and where I'm putting it down. I'm just putting it down because this is gonna get ripped up and used hither and yon. Let's see, put a little pretty piece of Tim Holtz. There was about, look at this, I already got, my glue is so squishy, I've already got glue everywhere. Oh, that's words, nice to have. Break that up a little bit there. Okay. All right, I think I'm gonna have to go this way. So otherwise it's just getting in my lap. I know you were thinking, why don't you turn that, lady? I know what you were thinking, because I was just wondering the same thing myself. All right, so is anything going on? My son turned 22 last week. His birthday's the 1st. And oh, and he had like a scary low. He has type 1 diabetes, and he broke his record this week on a low. The lowest he's been before this week was like 38, and he went down to 27. He did not lose consciousness. He told me it was only in his blood. It didn't get to his cells. So he didn't even like feel as shaky as he might. So, you know, thankfully. But you know, it's still scary because he also has Addison's disease, and one sign of an adrenal crash. Addison's is where your body doesn't make cortisol anymore. Cortisol is the hormone that is released when there's stress, and you kind of need that to live, as well as, you know, insulin. So, you know, his body doesn't make those two things. Stupid body has to go and be difficult like that. So yeah, it was a little stressful that day, but we made it through. His sugars went back up. He didn't even have a shot. Like, it was around 5 o'clock that it happened, and it was in the evening sometime when he finally had a shot, and he waited till he was like going a little too high, but that's all right. Got some jelly plate prints in here, some printables, some scrapbook paper, all kinds of just random stuff. Just seeing what happens. I'm not trying to make it beautimous. I'm hoping it looks good when I'm done, but try not to overthink it. You know, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. That's where I am right this second. Oh, that'll be fun to use if I can remember it's there. So yeah. So what have you guys been up to? Anything fun, good, interesting, sad, boring, anything, you know. I don't want that arrow to be on top, so let me do that real quick and stick something under there. What? I don't know. I don't know why I have all these little scraps here. It's kind of funny. I must have been doing something. Ended up with all these little scraps. Alright, I have to turn on my fan. Hopefully it won't be too loud. Ooh, also we can stick some washi tape in there too. You know, in random spots. Probably should put glue on that, but that's alright. Okay, it would be nice if the fan didn't make a little ticking noise, you know. You know what I mean? Alright, we're moving on down, add more stuff. Using up our glue page. Every single bit of it that we can. Do that. So we have that little corner there. Let's see. We could even put a little piece of fabric somewhere if I wanted to. Not there yet. That's kind of, I'm trying not to overthink it, but I, you know, well, if I find something that is not, so oops. Yep, that's fun. All right. Where'd it go? There it is. Oh, this is already, that's already collaged. Never mind. Does this work anywhere? I'll put that to the side. Alright, that's, see, I've got everything here. Just all kinds of sorts of weird stuff. Let's just stick that on there. It's been sitting in that little box for a while now. Oh, here we go. Don't know how this is going to turn out. We'll see. A little piece of that maybe, but first let's put something. What? I don't know. We've got a neutral there. Let's see. I wanted that. I wanted that piece to go near that. That didn't work out so great, did it? Well, these are nice to put on here, especially like where there's something like that that just has a lot of connection spots maybe. Oh, we've got this too. Let's see. Good for texture. This is just the drywall tape stuff that you can get at the hardware store. And it peels off. I didn't know that for a while, and I was trying to just glue it down, and then I was like, oh, it peels off. Now I suppose I could still use that one and glue it down, but it's kind of not as shiny on that side. But that's all right. I don't need to go that far. It's all good in the neighborhood. Let's see. Oh, I got this. That might be sort of nice right there. I mean, it's not terrible there. And alright, so part of my problem I think right now is there's just stuff everywhere, and it's just a little too much. Oh, here we go. These are from the Rambling Crafter. They're the little they're like the full pages on a small scale, basically. And I could ink these first before I put them down if I wanted to. Alright, I need more glue page. Yes, I do. See, I want to keep the title pages though, because I like the flowers, and she's got some funny titles to her. It's all cracked up by Patsy Claremont, so you know she's pretty funny. She can be pretty funny. Sure, a little piece of this, why not? A little jelly plate. Now we can move on into some oranges, maybe. Sure, we'll stick a little Einstein on there. I've got some stamps here too, and some of these stamps I'm like, what am I supposed to do with these? But, you know, maybe they'll get a little covered. I struggle throwing stuff away, and I really, although the other day I did throw some stuff away because it was just getting to be too much. I'll tell you right now, sometimes it just gets to be too much. And that's just frustrating. Because I have way too much stuff in my area here. Probably should use art glitter glue on that, but if I have to, I will. That's trash. Let's see. Oh, here we go. But yeah, I want to be able to function in this room, and I couldn't do that. So, and one way to get rid of, to purge, I mean, one way to declutter is to use up your stuff, like what I'm doing right now. So I could toss it, or I could use it. So I thought, well, I'll see what I can do to use as much of it as I can, and go from there. I can use big pieces, I can use little pieces. It's all good in the neighborhood. Oops. I must have made envelopes. That's probably what I made, because these are kind of like cut at an angle a little bit. So that's what I'm guessing that I did. Why I have all these little weird pieces left over. Nope. Alright, a little bit of this though, maybe. Doesn't really, oh, would like it to stick though. Could even do a little bit of napkin or tissue, or, oh, I'm pretty sure I've got some of this even. Could just do a piece of that over it. Let's see. We're getting long here. I could cut it off at some point. That's cardstock, but that's all right. I'll just use some art glitter glue on it to make sure it stays. So have you guys watched any good videos on YouTube this week that we should watch? I know Carrie the crafter has done some good ones on the jelly plate. So, whoops, covered up that flower. Oh well. C'est la vie. And then, oh, Sherry, I forget her whole name. She also did, Carrie the crafter did a one pull jelly plate, which came out really cool. And then he also did one on canvas, which also came out really cool. You'll see some of these things I'm putting on are they were part of like a pocket, and I just ripped out the little bits. They're from Louisa Heinzel. And this is more. There's always music in the garden, but our hearts must be quiet to hear it. Aw. These are from Shell, the Rambling Crafter. She actually did a digital. Alright, but I can't fit the whole thing on here, so it's gonna have to be the girl. And then let me see. I want to take off the line. I want to find a ruler. I found a ruler. There we go. There we go. And then glue her. Don't need those little pieces. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot to talk about, I guess. Well, see, Nathan wants to, he's getting a new phone case for his birthday, but he wants to go pick it out because he's also got a little bit of Asperger's, so, you know, he needs to touch it and see what it feels like, because the ones we've gotten on Amazon have not been winners so far. They've just been, I've returned 2 so far, and I have another one. Haven't decided if I'm going to return it or just donate it, because I'm tired of returning stuff. I feel bad when I return stuff. It's not their fault that my son has, you know, texture. Well, this issue was, the first one was, it just felt weird. I'm like, and I agreed. I'm like, I don't want to use that. I think it's pretty gross feeling too. It was just a weird, it was a weird texture. I'll give you that. I'm right with him on that. It was definitely a weird texture. And so we returned that one, and then the next one was for the wrong phone. So returned that one, and this one was for the right phone, but he just, I mean, he didn't like it so much that he put his old broken one back on. So, of course, I can't leave a review like for that unless we actually keep it. That's the other thing. Like, how are other people going to know how bad it is if I return it and can't leave a review? Right? I don't know. Alright, it's okay to have the white on there. I don't know what I have against it. Alright, I'm just gonna keep gluing. Sorry if I'm boring you. Or maybe you're gluing along with me. There's always that hope. Oh, look, I found the other glue book. That has bigger pages, which is helpful. That bird is loud. I've got my windows closed. It's going to get, I think, 83 today, but I don't know what the humidity is going to be, so it might not be too bad today. Time will tell. But I do not have the windows open. Here's a little mushroom by Amy, Crafty Cat, her little wee forest. Is that what it's called? Wee forest? Stick that on there. Oh, we got some little Tim Holtz pieces too, which will be good for Just adding little stuff here. Oh, here, let's kind of do that. That's from a card that I had. Then I've just got all kinds of stuff. All kinds. And then I had all these. Oh, that one's actually gel plate. I was gonna say I have all these Tim Holtz, which that one I guess was Tim Holtz, but these types of Tim Holtz. Sometimes I try to break it apart like that so I don't have as much, but then there's white on both, but that's all right. Stick that there. Maybe stick this one up here. And what else? Oh, we've got this like number 7, which could stick some of those on there. Oh, here's a nice piece of neutral. I like to make sure I've got some neutrals mixed in there with some colors and all kinds of fun stuff. This is, I'm pretty sure this is the printout. Yeah, this has to be the printout of one of my digitals that I've got out there in my Etsy shop. Let's see. See, I could even like find a place to put this, and then it's like ready to go, already layered, ready to go on a card. What's this piece? This is just a cute little piece of blue ticking. Tim Holtz. See, that's a lot of little pieces together, so I may do something to break that up. Could even do butterfly. Okay, the number 3 here is one of my favorite. Even though I like even numbers, I still like the number 3 on that. Also, that's a nice neutral. Stick that up there somewhere. Add in some colorful ones. I don't know how colorful that is. I mean, it's got blue. And let's see what else we got. That's a little too bright. Let's see, we could do a little bit more of this coppery blue green kind of a deal. Oh, we could do some labels here and there too. Got some Tracy Fox labels, and I've also got some Tina Shabby Dabby Doo-Dah right there. There we go. I've got a random piece of, couldn't figure out what to do with this the other day. Today we're just gonna stick it right there. Just some painty paper. And some, what would you call this? It's dyed. It's inked. Sprayed. All that jazz. And all that jazz. Do 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 do. Kind of hanging off the side a little bit in some places. Oh, I got a piece over here I missed. Right here, I need a little something. I just saw some ticking, which might be good right there. Not quite the right colored pink, but whatever. If I ink it, it'll look like it was. So let's see, how are we doing so far? We need to do something here, like should we just do like a giant butterfly? A nymph is no, oh my word, nymph, his inexperienced, subdued. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Echo in vain the flying boy pursued. I don't know what that means. None of it makes sense to me. Could put a butterfly there. I had other things. Let's see. I've got so many things that I can't find a one. Well, we've got this we could stick on there, which could be cool. I like to have those hang off a little bit sometimes, though. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. I gotta keep reminding myself of that. But this right here needs something. Well, we could do that, which will kind of help a little bit, maybe. It's just needs a little something. Because it was just too busy the way it was. And I could cut that off, or rip it off, or leave it hanging off. Ooh, ow. Where's, oh, you know what might be nice there? That green, where did it go? I have a green leaf here somewhere. Oh, my leg's doing the restless leg syndrome annoying thing, which happens to my son all the time. It doesn't happen to me as often, but apparently it's happening to me today. And it's annoying. I might stick him right there. I'm just kind of gluing him near the middle there. And just have them hanging off. That way these purple flowers still show a little bit. Let's see. Well, let's keep going. We need something here. Need to put something there first. And a piece of label from the lovely Rachel. I like using those, sticking those on there. Oh, look, we got a little number 1. Let's just stick that in a random little spot. Don't know if you saw where I put that or not. I just stuck it right there. Let's see. We have this leaf, which I might want to ink up a little bit first because I haven't done anything else with him. Oh, it's right here in front of my face. I actually have a million leaves. I could just do leaves up and down this whole thing. I made a bunch last year, and they just have been sitting in a box for a year. Oh my word. Talk about eating up your glue stick. Anybody know where I was going to put this one? Maybe right there. Maybe it needs a little encouragement. Why don't you want to stick? Just stick. Just stick and stick and stick. Thank you very much. I need a little something here. See, that'll work. Just grab some of this glue. Oh my goodness. So I asked how you guys were doing, right? I'm just feeling like I'm boring you to death right now. So anyway, you get the point, right? And then I can take a piece. Let's see. I've got a collaged card here. And so it's already collaged though. Let me find something more plain, like maybe this card. and just kind of cut actually that could even just be a little pocket somewhere. Put a little something on there. Let's see. We could go this way with it, and we have these little kids. They're a little too small though. This is a big card. Why did I pick a big card? Somebody explain that to me. We might pick something different. Oh, here, let's see. She's even too tall for that card, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I think she's too tall. What else do we have? We have these little, that actually could work maybe. Don't know about the American flag part. Could cover the American flag part. Could layer that back there even. What do we think? I'm having deja vu right now. Oh, this is a bigger piece too. A little too green. Don't overthink it. I'm overthinking it. I know I am. I'm aware. I'm aware of the overthinking. See, I'm kind of thinking of it like Gail's, whatchamacallums. Except they're not see-through, I guess is how I'm trying to use them. That's too big. That sort of works, but I don't want to have to cut it out. Cut it out. Let me see, let me see, let me see. This is probably too small. Yeah, it's just busy. See this, if I don't cut it out, helps it not be so busy, but if I do cut it out, it will be busy. I realize I am totally overthinking it. Anything else over here I could put this on besides what I've got it on? Like, hold on. Alright, so I've got an index card. It will almost cover the index card. And then that could go like that. That might work. I just need to, well, I could do it this way. Or use a blue one, and then I can just cover the back of the card with coffee dyed paper. See, now we have the contrast of the orange and the blue, and I don't hate that. Alright, let's do it. Unless I want to go this way with it. Now that gets lost in there. Better if the green is down against this color. Alright. Well, there's a lot of bumps in there, so I'm gonna use my art glitter glue for the tulip. Tiptoe through the tulips. And I'm kind of putting the line right on that line. So this is like a similar color to this, but it's broken up by that dark green. We've got some dark green up there as well. And I'm just going to glue that onto here. If it still feels too busy to me, I can take a little bit of gesso up here and just kind of push that back a little bit. Or where's one of those? Sorry. Crash. Just loud noises. You were trying to fall asleep, weren't you? maybe not this one, but you know, if something like that, to just make it so you don't see all of the where everything connects right here, something like that. Oh, or a label, that might work. That actually works nicely. Let's do that. Sometimes it just looks busy because everything's connecting all together all at once, and just taking away that and kind of, it just helps. What do I want to do with this? Oh, you know what, where's the, not this one, where's the other one I have? Here it is. Maybe just do this off the side here, like a tab, but not a tab, but kind of sort of a tab. Is that the one I want? Yeah, it works good enough. Good enough for me. And I'm picky, so if it's good enough for me, that's actually not bad, not bad, not bad. All right, so there's an example of one example how to use this. This one has the butterfly right on there, so hopefully he can just go on the side of a page or on a tag. Let's see, that's too big, or even on like this pocket right here. All right, let me tear this so I don't have all the white down here. And I can ink it up, ink it up, ink it up. I could put the cover on my glue. Well, I could put the cover on my glue if I could find the cover to my glue. This is why when I run out of glue, I keep the cover. I usually have at least one extra cover sitting around just for that. Anybody know what happened to my ink? That was here not that long ago. There it is, right there, in front of my face. Okay. So I'm going to ink this up, frame it out, maybe bring out the butterfly a little bit, tone him down a little bit. Do we like him on this pocket? We don't hate him on the pocket. All right, let's ink the pocket up a little bit. Well, thanks for helping me get a couple things done today and kind of get past a block. I had a little bit of a block happening there, I think. I'm just going to glue that right on there. Might add something else at some point, maybe a label or something. But for now, so I did it on a pocket, could have done it on the side of a page. You know, it's just a snippet roll that I did on some register tape. And if you don't have the register tape, just cut strips of paper and you can make your snippet roll. She's so cute. What should we do her on? She's easy to do something with just because she's so stinking cute. Whoops. Well, that's all right. And I was struggling putting these kids on stuff. So, you know, if I can just put them on a strip like this and then add them to something, that's fine. See, she would have been cute on that pocket too, right? What do I have here? This is blue again. We have that blue in the middle and the contrast of the blue and the orange. This actually I like that. I have a video where I made these at some point. There actually were going to be the backs to write on, and then I was going to collage on the fronts, but sometimes you want to do the opposite. Because sometimes it might be nice to have that for the front, and then I can just, I mean, yes, people could write on the back, but it got kind of messy, and they are very thin index cards, so I will probably just cover the backs. All right, the brown's here and this color's here, so I'm putting that color against the brown, so then that color sort of repeats. It's very similar color, sort of repeats up there. And These are actually working out really nicely on my index cards that I've dyed. I like that. It was a nice surprise. I just got a lot of space down here, so I will probably put some words. Let's see, any of these words. To plant a garden is believe in tomorrow. Live life in full bloom. Oh my word. I had words here too. Here we go. Knowledge, content, believe, friend. A person you know well. She's like looks like she's waving to her friend. I don't know. What do you think? Not quite. Not wicked. She's not wicked. Well, she does look. Subtlety, the art of saying what you think and getting out of range before it is understood. Kind of looks like that's what she's doing, doesn't it? What I think I'm going to do, though, is separate the word from its, just to make it a little bit smaller. Try to make this, will it fit now? Pretty close. Okay, and then the word subtlety we need, but I don't need the whole line, just the, all right. And it's straight on the top, this one, so I'm just gonna, I can't rip it any smaller than that. So, this is kind of funny, especially since it looks like she's getting out of Dodge. Alright, so yeah, subtlety, the art of saying what you think and getting out of range before it's understood. Does it ever seem to you that your paycheck has turned into a receipt for your payroll? There might be more to that. I don't know. But let's stick this across the bottom. Hopefully get all the words to stay on the card, on the tag. Oh my word. We're going to lose a G if I'm not careful, or an O. They're just going to have to be on there. And then the word subtlety, kind of need that bit. There we go. Subtlety. And do we want to turn it into, I think I'll just do a journal card. Do the 1/4 inch. Did I ink the edges? I don't remember. Oh, I did have the other thing, but maybe not the card itself, because I was like, there's still a lot of white on there. Nothing wrong with the white. Some people like white. Some people like it to look a little bit more grungy. Me, I like things to look more grungy. So there we go. Snippet roll to pocket, and a couple of journal cards, and still more to use and more to make. I'm going to keep adding to this, hopefully, until my desk is cleared off. We'll see. So thanks for joining me today for hopefully this not too long video. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to the time. I hope you all have a delightful day. Love you.